Hello, fellow plant enthusiasts. So a while back I set up a succulent terrarium in here and they didn't fare too well. One issue I have with succulents is when I have them in a larger container, it doesn't seem like there's an easy place to put them where they receive adequate sunlight. But eventually I may have a setup that would work better for succulents in a larger container. But anyway, because I did succulents, I did put a layer of perlite at the bottom, and if you know me, I don't really like layers in terrariums. I think for something this tiny, that's tacky. You usually don't put layers in pots. It's no different. Just don't overwater your terrarium and you're fine. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove a few of the dead leaves. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to have to water this. It is really parched. I don't know if I want to add a layer of soil on top or not, but I'm just spreading this around, removing any of the dead portions, which there isn't much because I didn't really have this thing filled all the way. Okay, and what I want to do is take me a piece of Selaginella uncinata. You know, if you don't have this plant, let me find a good piece that I do want this piece here. Okay. If you don't have a Selaginella uncinata in your plant collection, I highly recommend it. I recently purchased it, and it's not the first iridescent plant that I've ever purchased, but it's the one I've purchased that already displays iridescence. I have a couple iridescent begonias that I'm growing in a shady area. They grow slower in the shade, but that's what gives them a beautiful blue iridescence. So anyway, you can see some bluish hints on here, and it's just a beautiful plant. They are water loving, so I'm going to actually take a piece, stick it in here, and then I'm going to saturate this with water when I'm done. And then I'm going to let this carpet see, there's a big S here, so I'm going to have this carpet the front. And I'm going to take another sprig. There we go. And these, they just root readily from the growing tips and stuff, so they're a very easy plant to propagate. They're hardy to zone 6, and they're naturalized in some states in the deep south already, so they're a nice plant and affordable for an iridescent plant. And then because I'm going to have this as an extra wet but open terrarium, I'm going to produce a piece of Paulownia. And this piece, that was just so weak. I don't know why. I bought this and it looked like it had been cut and stuff already, so it wasn't the most presentable piece. So apparently this piece was broken. This Paulownia that I recently stuck in here, you can tell it's doing really well. So I'm going to put this one towards the back. I'm going to set it down and let it carpet. I also have a Begonia foliosa, but I don't have any pieces off it at the moment that I want to cut. And that would grow more upright, so that would be also a beautiful plant to stick in here. But let me see if I can get that tip. There we go. Okay. So now I have that, and I don't have any other plant I want to stick in here at the moment, but I'm going to oversaturate this with water so these plants get established. And I'm going to have a nice tropical open terrarium in this candy jar, which unfortunately a while back I broke the lid to. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and happy planting.